Hello YouTube. So here's an update on my Walla Walla onions. I started these January 8th, so that was just under 14 days ago. And by starting them, I mean I just put the onion seeds in the soil and watered them. And this is what you get 13 or 14 days later. I think they're looking pretty good. I just moved them this close to the light maybe 2 days ago. Before that, they were sitting maybe 6 inches from the tops. So yeah, you can see how the seeds are you can see how I guess the hull of the seeds, they call it, is still connected to the top of a lot of these. You can just break those off, no big deal. Some of them, they kind of get stuck in a loop like that. In that case, you just go use your finger. You go like that. Yeah, overall, most of them have been growing very well. Oh, that one just popped out. These have very long roots, very mature. Yeah, I think so far, I still have some popping up, but I don't know, maybe I have 50 or 60. Not including the ones that are probably going to pop up still. Yeah, so if you include what I paid for all the seeds, these are going to be like 2 or 3 cents each. So that's not bad. Can't beat that. So I guess now we're sort of at the what's next phase. These are almost hitting the lights. They're growing right up. And I'll show you what we do. So our goal here is to turn these onion seedlings into something a little closer to what they call onion sets. And onion sets are basically onion seedlings that are planted usually in the second half of the growing season, towards the late summer, grown for half a season and then harvested and then put into dormancy and held to be replanted. So you get that little head start. So we don't have that advantage of having the head start other than planting these early, which I have in January. That's fairly early. So I'm going to just focus on basically the roots. I don't really care about what's up here. I just want the roots to mature. So what we do to focus on the roots is limit the foliage, which is basically this stuff. And what we're going to do is trim the tops off. Now, one kind of advantage about this, we're basically at this point we're basically growing sprouts. So in doing this, this is like a harvest. We can keep what we cut off. So what I'm just going to do here, just like when you go to the hairdresser or barber, I'm just going to hold these scissors at a certain level, and I'm going to cut like that. And then this can go on my sandwich tomorrow, or I can throw it away. But, I can still eat that. These are basically just onion sprouts. They're good too. So I'm just going to keep going. We cut more of them off. And what's going to happen is these are just going to keep regrowing. So I'll probably have to do this maybe once or twice a week. But that's okay. This is like my first thing I planted this year, and also it's the first thing I harvested. So it's not too bad. Now you have to be really careful when you do this. If you put any kind of pressure on these, you can easily, as I did a moment ago, I easily just pulled one of these out. So you might accidentally partially pull one out. In this case, I'm just going to leave it out. So that's it for this one. What I'm going to do is just continue trimming and trimming, and what I hope to see at some point, maybe within another month, is these will start bringing out a second leaf and then a third leaf. So when they hit 3 leaves, which is supposed to happen after around a month, then they're ready to be transplanted into a bigger container and also to be separated. A lot of these are pretty close together. I'm not worried about that right now, but when the time comes and these do have multiple leaves, then I will be thinning them out. Pretty amazing too that in only 12 to 14 days of growth, if you look at the bottom, you can see that roots have already started coming out. Now I'm just doing my second flat. This one's doing a little better. It seems to just be more clumpy, full of onions. I think this one has a little bit better light when I was initially germinating them. But now I'm trying to keep them fairly even. So this one's a little easier to trim. Okay, and that's it for that one. So basically next transplant, I'll be planting into a much deeper container, obviously. This is only maybe 1.5 inches, I think. And it's barely enough. You can see even with this one, there's roots coming at the bottom already. And yeah, that's just not enough. So the next stage will probably be around 6 or 7 inch deep pots. I'll put them in. I'll see what I have on hand at the time, but that's my plan. So we'll see where this goes. Thanks for watching.